Hey guys, what's up? Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it.
Please like, subscribe, share with your mates, and enjoy the episode.
You wanna see my new favorite man?
I would. I want to see your favorite man. What? What?
Yeah.
Damn, what the hell? Did you recently get that?
Yeah, we got it last week.
What? How old is he or she?
He's 5 months old.
Damn, he looks big for 5 months.
He does look big, but he's still a kid. Like, he's still really small. He's getting used to it. We've only had him for like a week, so.
Dude, you're like an anime character with like a cat. This episode 43, I think.
43.
How's everything been? Actually, today I came back from my local shopping mall, went grocery shopping. Dude, Woolworths, our local supermarket. Dude, it's not packed, but like everything's like, it looks like COVID again. It looks like mid-lockdown where all the toilet paper's gone, all the eggs are gone, all the butter's gone. Like, it was like, damn.
Oh, that's so annoying. That's so frustrating as well. Like, especially people, I don't understand why they have this survival mentality as if they're going to die. We've done it before. Why can't they just do it again and just be normal, just why do they have to scalp it? It's so frustrating. But yeah, it's the same over here in my area as well. The Woolies, everything is gone. Stupid idiots. But like, no one's like, in Bondi, no one's adhering to any rules. They're just doing whatever they want. But out here in the West, so we reside in the western areas, and I think you live in the catchment of the local government areas for Bankstown, Campbelltown, etc. Those areas that are being heavily scrutinized for, there are a lot of cases there, but it's like, I don't know, man, the government, it is what it is. You can't do much, but like, is it heavy restrictions in your area? Because I know that there was like heaps of restrictions imposed, but
I know like Fairfield is pretty bad, the one nearby where like you can't leave your area. Like it's like legit, it feels like war. And then like the other day I was just walking around, it's like, and the streets were empty. It was like 5 p.m. I was like, is this real life right now? Am I in a dream or something? Like, this doesn't seem like life. Like, what's happening?
No, and it's going to be like another month until we get back to normal. These, like, as much as I'd want to just go back to normal as soon as possible, it's not happening. We're getting 100 plus cases each day. That's a lot. Like, we need to get vaccinated. You're not anti-vax, right?
I'm not anti-vax. I haven't vaccinated yet. I don't know. Yeah, I want to get vaxxed, but at the same time, I'm like, I wouldn't mind being one of the few people that haven't had the vaccine and be like the golden non-vax person that every girl's like. I saw this meme, dude. This meme, and then it just changed my mind. This meme was like, it was like these two girls, and then the top box was like, oh my god, he's unvaxxed. How hot is that? Like, I want to make babies with him. And I saw that, I was like, damn, I want to be unvaxxed.
But there's a lot of people that don't want to be vaxxed. So you're not alone in that, but I don't know. I can kind of see both sides. It's one of those things. I can't like hate on those people not wanting to, but at the end of the day, if you want to go anywhere in the future, if you want to go overseas, back to America, guess what you got to do? Get that arm ready and get a little juiced up, my friend. Juice yourself up. Get some juice in you. Send the vaccine.
Dude, what's your thoughts? I was talking to my friends in America, and apparently they just have like thousands, hundreds of thousands of cases every day, and it's just like, whatever.
That's the thing, right? Like, way back when we started this 1 year ago, America was not in a great place. They were in a crappy place with COVID and everything. But now, dude, they're like chilling as if life's normal. Like, what the hell? I was watching the basketball recently because NBA finals are on, and you're just seeing the stadiums are full, like completely packed. And I'm like, what the hell? But like, obviously, they do have direct access to the vaccine, right? So it's like it is what it is. They probably got a lot of their population vaccinated, and we're still waiting, obviously, on getting everyone on our side vaccinated. But like, oh, I can't believe we were making fun of America, and then just recently now they're making fun of everyone else because they're doing well. Can't deny they're doing well in the vaccine rollout.
So I'm looking at this. They're actually pretty chilling. Like apparently, this is the world meters info. Which actually I need to get a better site. But around yesterday, there's only like 10,000 new cases for the whole country. Well, actually, that is a lot.
That's a lot. That is a lot. But it's America.
Given what they're doing, it's like wow. It's like that's actually not too much for their population and the amount of. There's no lockdown.
Yeah, no lockdown, but like. It's harder to administer a lockdown there. Like we discussed that as well. It is harder to administer a lockdown there, but I'd assume that those cases are all within like a high density area in the sense that it's all within the same state, city. Like there's probably a high number of high concentrated number of cases within one vicinity. That's why I think it's like not too bad there. Whereas here in Sydney, 100 cases a day is a lot when you think about how many people aren't vaccinated in this state, in the city. Like, so many people. The vaccine rollout has been shocking. We just got 1 million doses of it recently on our shores, but we need another 22 million, you know what I mean? Like, the whole rest of the country needs to be vaccinated. So, like, yeah, I don't know what America are doing. They're just straight chilling now. They're living with the virus. I don't get it.
Dude, talking about the virus and lockdown, actually. Literally this afternoon, I smashed out my day today and I was Googling fun activities to do at home. What to do during rainy days. Like stuff that was like read a book, cooking, what else was there? There was like, I don't know, like board games, painting. And I was like that bored. Well, like every day I'm just like watching a movie. Like I don't know what to do.
I don't know either. I bought a Lego set. I don't know if I told you. But I bought a Lego set. I did that. Hung it up now. I've watched movies. I'm reading novels. Like, just I don't know what else to do. Like, I don't feel like video calling my friends either. I just don't know. I'm just not in that mood. Sometimes every now and then I might, but like, I just feel like everyone's just over and just tired at this point. You know what I mean? Like everyone just kind of just feels deflated and just like. I don't know. I generally don't know what more I can do other than just watch. I mean, we got the cat now, so like I play with the cat a lot, but like that's about it. Like I don't feel like going on runs. It's bloody cold. It's rainy. The weather is miserable. Like haven't been on a run in a week and a half, and it's just, it is honestly just a downhill battle, isn't it? There's nothing good coming out of this at the moment. It seems.
Talking about good things. Dude, did you see how Richard Branson flew to the space? Did we talk about that last week or did that happen in the last week?
It happened in the last week, but I haven't actually seen it. I heard about it, but I didn't see it. Let me just have a look.
So apparently, one, it's like 500 grand a ticket. Two, it's like a 15-minute sort of space flight where you have 15-minute airtime and like 9 minutes of zero gravity. And yeah, and then the next thing was Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin. He's next in line and he's getting ready for his launch. And he's doing with him, his brother, this old lady who's like a female astronaut or something. And there's this random young kid. And I'm like, is this young kid? Where did he come from? I thought they were auctioning off the last ticket to sit with Jeff Bezos, the fourth seat.
Dude, I didn't even know Jeff Bezos is going into space. What the hell? He's still going as well? But tell me about it. Yeah.
It's the three-headed dragon. You know how like in the three-headed dragon in hip-hop is like Drake, J. Cole, and Kendrick?
Yeah.
The three-headed dragon in the space is Elon, Richard Branson, and Jeff Bezos. It's literally a space race. So
he owns a company, Blue Origin.
Yeah. And every year he sells $1 billion worth of Amazon stock, of his own Amazon stock, to fund Blue Origin. $1 billion a year.
Wow. That's insane. So he has tickets to give to people that can go to space. Someone paid $29.7 million. What? Is that true?
So what happened was they auctioned off that last seat to fly with Jeff Bezos, and then for some reason the guy pulled out, and there's this random kid there now. There's a group photo of the 4 people. There's this like young white kid. Do some research. Who the hell is this young white kid?
His name is Oliver Daemen, a recent high school graduate, 18-year-old, took a gap year in 2020. He got his private pilot's license, and he's planning to study physics in Netherlands in September.
That's him. And I found out he's the son of the, millionaire investor that bought the $29 ticket.
Wow!
Yeah, damn. CEO of Somerset Capital Partners, a Netherlands investment firm. So needless to say, a very big Donny, yeah.
Yeah, and the guy was like, due to apparently conflict in calendars or something, he was like, I'll just let my son go.
What the hell?
And I think future tickets will probably be cheaper, probably like in the $500,000 range for like a ticket. But since it's the first ticket, since you're sitting with Jeff Bezos, that's why it's so pricey.
$29.7 million is insane. I didn't even know this was a thing. I didn't know this was happening. My mind is genuinely blown right now. So in addition, Mark Bezos is going. There's an 82-year-old American veteran pilot. So there's going to be an 82-year-old, an 18-year-old.
Yeah.
And then this $29.7 million casual, just buy a ticket for $29.7 million. Okay, so it's set to take off in West Texas next Tuesday.
Yeah, I think he's gearing up. And then I saw this like CNBC video. Apparently like Elon Musk is just like chilling because like he's already launched like freaking 50 satellites into like thing. Like he could do this with his eyes closed. He's like trying to build like this massive ship that can hold 20, 30, 40, 60 people and bring them to the moon.
Yeah. So in terms of, okay, I know Richard Branson essentially wants to, he wants to create a hotel in space. Is that what he wants to do? Virgin Galactic.
Oh, maybe actually, because I know Jeff Bezos wants to create this whole like this giant cylindrical ship in space that has like gravity, has trees, plants, has a whole ecosystem in space. I saw one of those images. That's something that Jeff Bezos also wants to do as well.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, what is the aim of Virgin Galactic? So it's essentially, I'm reading here, it's just flight. It's just space flight. That's it at the moment. So Richard Branson is just trying to get into space flight, right? Wow, there's full videos online about him going in. But like, yeah, you're right. Elon Musk is dreaming a lot bigger, like way bigger than just flying into space. Like he wants to like explore it. So it's like, wow, you're right. It's like a 3-headed dragon. What's the name for it? Hydra?
Hydra, yeah.
Hydra, yeah. You got the Hydra going at the moment, but I think it's very obvious to know who's heading the space exploration pioneering. Who's pioneering it? It's obviously Big Muskie. Big Muskie. He's a dog. He's a big dog. He's doing big stuff. These guys, I just feel like they're just like small little players on the side who are trying to get into it. But if Jeff Bezos is selling $1 million of stock each year to fund it.
And that's why Jeff Bezos stepped down as CEO, by the way. He stepped down because he wanted to go all in on Blue Origin. He probably felt the heat. He probably felt like, damn, like Elon Musk is like going far past me. I'm going to have to like quit and go all in on this. And I think that's exactly what he did. Went all in, and he just like all of a sudden, I think a few months later, he's launching Blue Origin on their first sort of thing.
I think he couldn't have picked a better time to decide to do that. Amazon is essentially reaching its maturity cycle in the business life cycle. It is peaked. It is peaking. It is peaked. He built it from the ground up, right? So he's done absolutely everything he possibly could to Amazon with Amazon. And he probably knew, okay, look, there's not much else I can do. Now's the best time to leave. Give it in the hands of someone capable. It's already a well-oiled machine. It's running well. It's running everything. Bang, get into space exploration now. But the thing is, because he's very new to it, he's still got a lot of catching up to do. to get to the level of Elon Musk, but everyone knows how the game works. The game being any game, you just pump a ridiculous and unseemly sum of money into anything. What's going to happen? Results. No one wants to admit it, but capitalism is the way of the world, all right? It's like, that's just the way the world works. And wow, this is actually pretty crazy. I'm not going to lie.
Dude, so I figured out like Elon Musk's secret. He just dreams and just thinks insanely big. Like, I realized that the bigger you dream, all of a sudden things just start happening. Like, things that you would have never expected to have or achieve, you end up just achieving it with ease. Because you're dreaming way past it, like shoot for the moon, shoot for the stars, land on the moon. It's so true. And if you can, freaking just shoot for the freaking Milky Way and then land on a freaking star. Like, that's literally how, like, there's all these books called Manifestation, Think and Grow Rich. It's all about just like setting these immense goals, and all of a sudden you sort of just like knock one after another. All of a sudden, building Amazon feels small. Building Tesla feels small, where they just want to just build it, like freaking bring in a CEO, move on to the next bigger thing. And like the biggest thing there is now is just space. It's like they literally can do anything they want on Earth.
That's true. But at the same time, the work ethic that goes into like getting to that point where they can just like, have these audacious, ridiculous dreams becomes like you got to work extremely hard to get to that point. And that you're 100% right. You have to dream big, because if you don't dream big, you're not working towards anything. You need to manifest. Yeah, 100% believe in the power of manifesting. But yeah, these guys worked unbelievably hard. It's like also read recently, NASA, did you hear that they released a report on unidentified flying objects? I didn't get around to reading it, but from what I heard or from what I read, it wasn't as like it didn't give anything out. Like everyone was like, oh, NASA's releasing a report on UFOs, or they're finally going to tell us what they've got hiding. But essentially they're just saying that they release a report essentially saying we can't rule out that there is unidentified life or extraterrestrial life out there, given the fact there have been multiple accounts of UFO sightings here, UFO sightings there. So they just came out and just saying that it's all, at the moment, everything's like preliminary, and then they have limited data, and that makes everything difficult to explain. But if they're able to, solve a few of the cases, they can find out, what's been going on. And then they're essentially just saying that, they can't rule out aliens because that would be idiotic to rule it out. So like, yeah, it's all really happening, isn't it? Like space is, bro, 5 years, maybe 10 years. It could be like if you think about it, if Bezos is pumping $1 billion every year, the next 10 years could be like huge. But like I don't know. I generally, I'm lost for words. Like there's still a long way to go before any real progress can be achieved. But this is progress. This is still progress.
I think, yeah. I think if Jeff Bezos stepped down from Amazon, he's going to really stir the pot when it comes to the space industry. And I think there's going to be massive innovation coming soon, and it's going to grow so much. But talking about space, have you been watching Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
Dude, so I saw this crazy theory about season 5.
Oh, yikes. Let's hear it.
So apparently, you know how like season 5, the characters feel off. Like Morty feels a bit immature. Rick seems less savage. He seems more young. He seems like he can easily just fall in love, and he's less sort of self-aware. All the characters feel really different from the previous seasons. Like all that character growth has disappeared. And then obviously there's small things like why did Beth say Morty's 14? He started the season at 14. Or why is Beth drinking again? She sort of quit drinking. So there's all these things that mishaps. So the theory is, apparently from the start of season 5, we've been following Rick and his past evil Morty.
His past evil Morty?
So you know how, so there's a theory going out that evil Morty was Rick's initial Morty. And in this timeline that we're watching, Rick actually grew up with Morty when he was a child. And he's grown up with the whole family. So what we're watching in season 5, Rick's watched and saw Morty grow since he's been a child. And then what happens is, obviously, by the end of season 5, we might find out that the Morty turns into evil Morty and he has to leave this universe and join a universe where he was not a part of Morty's life for the first 14 years. And then starts season 1.
And then starts season 1. So it's like the whole backstory.
Yeah.
Because if he's with him from the start, that's what made him evil and everything.
Maybe, yeah.
That's actually interesting. I didn't really notice that. I did notice that Rick seemed off. Like he was like, yeah, easily falling in love with that horse lady. And then, by the way, season 5 has been banger so far. It's been crazy. It's been so good. But you're right. There have been a few inconsistencies. One of which hasn't been is Jerry. Jerry's still Jerry. He's still a Jerry. You know what I mean? It's always going to be Jerry's. But yeah, that's interesting because I always forget that Rick and Morty actually has a storyline because of how long it is between the seasons, and then on top of that, like every episode is just like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Even like with the whole Mr. Nimbus at the start, like that rivalry, like we never heard about it before. But yeah, damn, that's interesting. I've got to read into these conspiracies because like it's hella interesting. Not gonna lie, it makes me want to watch it more. I'm keen though.
I'm really excited for the rest of it. I'm gonna watch the new episode tonight, so I'm keen for that. I'm gonna make some popcorn, gonna have a solid night. But talking about paying to sit with Jeff Bezos, it reminded me 2 years ago there was this guy named Justin Sun, this Chinese crypto millionaire, inventor of Tron, paid $4.6 million to sit down with Warren Buffett for lunch.
Wow.
This is something that Warren Buffett does every year. He does an auction to have lunch with him, and he gives the money to charity. And then they got so much publicity. It was like it was a high score. It was this like crypto sort of millionaire. So he already made back his money through just the freaking publicity, but still, like, I think the previous record was 3.5 million to sit with Warren Buffett. Like, damn.
If you could pay any amount of money in the world to sit with anyone in the world, past or present, who would you sit with? How much would you pay and why?
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
So I would have to go with someone dead, because I have a feeling that in my lifetime I'm going to be able to speak to everyone I do one-on-one. Like, if I want to speak with Elon Musk, and that's going to happen in my lifetime. So I don't want to waste it on that, since that's going to happen. So who's dead?
Speaking to
Hitler, maybe?
Yeah, that's interesting. I think it's interesting. Like, a lot of people would want to speak with, or like, no, like, yeah, I don't blame you, like, as to like, what the hell, like, why? Just, you know what I mean? Like, just a lot of different questions as to like speak to like very influential people. Like, I don't know, what would you ask Hitler though?
So one, I'll just suss him out as a character. Like what makes him so unique? What makes him so persuasive? What makes him so powerful? What makes him so, I'm not going to say the word successful, but successful. And that's sort of what I would learn. And obviously I'll be like, oh, well, why are you killing these people for? I guess.
Yeah, literally. Like, just really get into the psyche of him as a human and understand, because he was an artist at the end of the day, and like this whole thing where his apparently got rejected from art school. I don't know, who knows, right? Who knows exactly what happened? But yeah, really just sit down with him and just be like, why, what's up, homie? Like, why'd you have to go and do that for? You know what I mean? But I think I would, I don't know, it's a hard one, eh? Like, you have to go with someone from the past, right? Because if you go and sit down with like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, whatever, like, I don't know, paying that much money to sit down with them, you could just get nothing out of it anyway. Or it could just become like the most influential talk.
I might like say something as crazy as Jesus. Like, talk to the guy that got killed on the cross, like the guy that was like in the stories on Moses, the guy who split the sea.
Split the sea.
But obviously, like that can't happen. But there must have been some like incarnation, some exaggerated story. There must have been an origin. Or the guy who built the freaking Noah Ark. Yeah.
Yeah, like, well, Noah. Yeah, guy who built Noah's Ark would have been Noah, right?
Yeah,
I
Noah.
think. I don't know.
You're right. It's Noah. Yeah.
I think for me, like, I'd either want to like talk to like an artist, maybe like I'm thinking like a Michelangelo, like someone that was insane, or like I don't know, maybe Caesar. Like I would not mind just talking. Like that would be a very interesting conversation. Caesar, Michael, maybe even Newton. Did you think of all these people in your head from the past that were like huge, right? Like influential figures and everything. I don't know. For me, Caesar just seems like, I mean, he's the OG dictator, right? And he is truly the OG. And he died because someone stabbed him in the, was it Caesar? Someone
It's crazy how like he like took over like freaking 40%, 90% of Europe or some shit, or 40% of the world. Like what the hell?
Yeah. Like one person. Like he obviously started everything, but like so he was assassinated. He was stabbed to death, during the Roman Empire. Anyway, but like see, I don't know, talking to someone like that would just be kind of like damn, like for us it was so long ago. Did it happen? Did it not happen? Like we don't obviously we know there was bloody Rome, there's so many things that are still there, the Colosseum, etc., right? So it's proof of that ancient Rome. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having a good chat with Caesar. Why not? Why not? Or like a Newton.
Like Caesar, the story of what's that story of where one army gave a toy horse, the Trojan Horse story. Like these Caesar, Trojan Horse, these, as time goes on, it feels like it becomes more of like this myth, this movie, this like ancient Zeus, but it actually happened. Like it's crazy how things just turn into myth over time.
I think I don't know much about I think we talked about this ages ago.
We did.
But I think the Trojan Horse is real. I really don't know. I don't want to be quoted on it. But just in case it is completely not real at all. But I'm not going to say anything. But yeah, you're right. Like there is evidence of like so much of that stuff going on. But going back to that entrepreneur that paid 4.6 million. Would you do it? Would you pay 4.6 million?
That's a tough one. I think yes and no. Like if like 4.6 million was like spare change and like Warren Buffett was like about to die and like it's so hard to like get to him, like even if you're like this super successful person, you can't get to him. I'd probably do it actually. I think as time goes on, I'm probably gonna like hopefully like I think that's something I'd pull on because like he's not talking to anyone right now. He's like about to die. He's not like gonna meet some random hotshot and then like maybe by the time I do become a solid hotshot, he's already dead. So I might have to do that in the next few years maybe. Yeah,
you're right. Like if you think about it in perspective, if it's loose change, it's loose change at the end of the day. You know what I mean? Like you can afford to do it, then do it. But because at the end of the day, when he passes, all that knowledge that he possesses passes with him as well. And it's one of those things you just need to make advantage of the now as opposed to waiting. I think, this might be just a little bit off tangent. You paid some money for Van Neistat to do an ad for you. Any updates on that? It has been a while.
That's crazy. That's exactly what I was thinking about and I was going to bring that up. Damn, I was on my tongue.
I'm in your mind, bro.
Yeah. So we've been emailing. So I emailed him and was like, yo, what's up? He replied saying, hey, I'm on this trip. When I'm back from it, I'll be working on it. He like went to my website. He watched some of my training videos. He got to know who I was. And I was like, whoa, he's like actually being serious with this. And he was like, yeah, I think, the best way to do this is probably just like share your story. And I was like, whoa, like this is going to probably most likely have an ROI. And right now I'm building out my sales team. We're already trained these high ticket closers. We've got 4 more high ticket closers coming on board, and we're setting up the calendar. We already got our appointment setters from Philippines. So like the moment he launches that ad and we get a bunch of booking, we're going to be ready. So I'm really excited for that, and I'm excited for just like a nice solid advertisement to be made that can just reuse forever. So at first I was a bit regretting it because $5,000 was quite a lot of money. But like it's I think I'm pretty optimistic and bullish on this.
Yeah, because let's break it down. You paid $5,000, right? I'm just going to go out on a limb and just say that's nothing. That's nothing. You know why I think it's nothing? Go, show me your wrist right now. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm not going to say anything more. And you know I'm not going to say anything more. And like, it is what it is. 5K on your wrist, bro. You got more on your wrist.
You know what's crazy, Krishn? For things like that, it feels like spare change. Well, when I go to Woolies and there's like a choice between 2 items, I'm looking at the cost per 100 grand and I'm just picking the cheaper one. And sometimes I'm like, if it's the same price, sometimes I'll literally just spend 30 seconds being like, and try to math it out. It's so weird.
I'm the same. You know why? It's because with like consumer goods like that, you're spoiled with, there's so many choices. There's just choices everywhere around you. And like you, at the end of the day, you know, they're all the same shit, right? But some of them is like top tier. You know what I think is top tier? Kettle chili chips. Kettle chili chips are top tier chips, and I will pay. Like no matter what the market price is, I'm always going to pay for it. Only when it's on special. I don't buy it if it's not on special. You know what I mean? It's the Asian in me, the Indian in me. However, there are some things where you're always just debating over. Like you're looking between 2 brands of peanut butter, and you're looking at the cost per 100 grams, and you're thinking, should I even? But like when you put it in perspective, one's an investment, one's like just a menial cost. It's fun to do at the end of the day. It's fun.
So, literally today, so I got mold on my bathroom. So I need to buy exit mold. This spray apparently makes mold disappear. So hopefully I sprayed it. We'll see what happens. There was exit mold and there was this other brand. Exit mold was $750. And already it was like, that's expensive. And another item was like some like remove mold. It was like, I don't know, $680. So this one was cheaper. But exit mold said the #1 mold remover in the world. And this one was also specialized for removing mold. And I was literally, I was stumped for like 2 minutes. I was like, do I pay extra for the better one? But like, aren't they the same? Is this like a generic thing where you're paying, like there's generic medicine where it's the exact same formula, but there's a name? I don't know what's happening here. And I just went with exit mold as fuck. You're like, let's just go with the better one, even if it might be the same. Just buy for the peace of mind. And it's only an extra like 30 cents because I didn't know. Usually I always go for generic. But that stopped me, and I was like, what is wrong with me?
You're finally getting into the peace of mind. You're finally getting the peace of mind. Peace of mind goes a long way no matter what you're shopping. To put in context, like I always use that method, peace of mind, with technology. I always buy good technology. They're called white goods, right? I think white goods. I always buy good, like high-end tech goods, because when you compromise on, because you know exactly what you're compromising on. When you pay for a lower value laptop, you know what you're compromising on. You're compromising on speed, performance, power, whatever, right? So like, but when it comes to like an exit mold and just bam, the mold is gone, like, yeah, I'd be stumped because I don't know anything about it. But at the end of the day, you pay a little bit extra, you get the peace of mind, right? But I feel like it depends on what you're buying as well. Like small stuff, you're more inclined to just be like, brush it under. But yeah, you were going to say something.
So 2 things. So 1, I really like eating like this ice cream on a cone, but it's like, even on sale, it's like $5 for 4. And I'm thinking something like, each cone I eat, that's like $1. It's like I'm literally eating like $1 coin. Like that's expensive for like a cone. But talking aside, maybe I'll get to a point where I just like buy a shit ton of those. But the other day, literally last Thursday, I believe, I was looking for a soundbar. I wanted to karaoke during lockdown. I want to sing. So I'm looking for a soundbar for my TV. And then I found this soundbar. It was like 400. It was this MX650 Samsung wireless soundbar in retails for 800. So I was looking on Gumtree. So it was like the second-hand one. And I was like doing my thing where I negotiate. I lowballed like 200. Got it down to like from 400 down to 330, 330 down to 300, down to 290. Like I've been at this game buying and selling for my whole life. So I could literally sell that for 400 right now and like make a profit if I wanted to.
Yeah.
It was located in the city. Drove all the way to the city. It was North Sydney. Walked down these stairs, and dude, it was a law firm. It was like this. I bought it from like this partner in this mini law firm with like 8 people, and it was on the freaking Darling Harbour.
What the hell?
So I find out I've been like negotiating with this freaking lawyer, and he was going to donate half of the money to like some charity. It was his father's-in-law speaker. So I felt a bit bad because like I was negotiating lowballing or something that was going to charity. Go there, beautiful office, like it was on the freaking harbour.
Wow. That is beautiful. What the hell? Why were these guys selling a soundbar?
It was his dad's, and like he was selling like a few other items as well.
That's some prime private property. These guys are loaded, oi. These guys are loaded. If these guys have an office there, they have different money.
So apparently what they specialize in is, one, they sort of review leases and try to get companies better prices. They usually work with franchisors, people who own franchises, and get better prices, negotiate leases. 2, if the government is going to take over your land for some building or something, usually the government's going to lowball you, and they come in and try to get you guys a good price. So apparently they save people a lot of money and they make people a lot of money. So I was just talking to an assistant, and I was like, oh, this is amazing. We were just talking, I was just learning all this from her, and the boss wasn't there. I was like, oh, can you please let you know, like, I'd love to, tell your boss, I'd love to, like, donate some money to his charity. Like, I'd love to, like, get coffee, like, just have a coffee sit down with him. Texted him the same thing. Thanks so much for the speakers, David. Your office is breathtaking. Hope all is well with your father-in-law. I'd love to hear more about your charity and donate some money. I know you're super busy, but I'd love to spend one short afternoon with you over coffee in here and see if there's anything I could do to help out with the charity. No reply. I also emailed this person, no reply, but it's fine. Because like I knew I just had to do it just to get comfortable and like get used to doing that and just making use of every opportunity I get. But like that could have been something, and like I try to make the most out of everything that comes by, and yeah, like it was like a really unique situation.
It's just one of those things you just got to shoot your shot, and if you don't shoot your shot, you never know, right? But yeah, it doesn't matter. You got a sound bar at the end of it. Like, geez, you've sold it for, you know, when they say charity, it can also be, it could be bullshit, bro. It could be straight bullshit. If he's selling it from his dad or father-in-law, it could be high cap, but it doesn't matter, bro. At the end of the day, still an experience, you know what I mean? You got a sound bar. Have you tried it out?
Yeah, tried it. Pretty good. I think it's not as good as I have these HomePod Apple speakers that are way better. The soundbar's pretty good. I can't seem to connect it to my phone to change the settings, but it's better than the TV speakers, I guess. If I can get it to connect to my karaoke setup, I bought this converter that I'm waiting on, then it'll be all worth it. But obviously, worst comes to worst, I'll just sell it for the same price I bought it for.
Oh, sell it for 400.
Yeah.
You got to give it a shot. You know, you can't just sell yourself short like that. But yeah, I still rate it. I don't know. I feel like buying stuff as well, but I don't know what I want to buy. I'm pretty happy. Oh, I have to do my tax return. That's what I have to do. It's tax time. I still haven't done my tax return, so I need to do that. But yeah, I really need to look into see what I can actually claim, because I don't think I can claim the entire value of my new laptop on tax. I think it'll be I can only claim the depreciation on it because it's over a certain amount of money. But yeah, that'll be interesting to see.
Talking about taxes, one last funny topic. Dude, I like talked to like certain interesting people, and like I was like, how do you write off your car? It's like it's a $250,000 car. He was like, you know, you can put it down as like a forklift. I'm like, what? I was like, oh, don't they check? He was like, no, like the New South Wales registration, RTA has nothing to do with the tax office. Like they don't check it up unless you're doing something shifty. And I was like, what? That is crazy. Like put in like a $250,000 forklift.
Wow. But, you know, it could make sense if they actually genuinely do have forklifts in their business, or like they use it, because like if I were to put down a freaking forklift, or if you were to put down a forklift, they might question it, you know what I mean? Or they might not, who knows? But like, I know what you mean. Like, surely, I've been audited for the smallest shit. If I've been audited, there's no way that's so bullshit.
Dude,
it's crazy.
Watches, 50 grand watches, director's gift. Like, what the hell? How does director's gift work? I need to look into that.
I don't know. I have a full studied tax law as well, but it's gone over my head. But I think it's very important that I go through it again. All you need is the AFRS or whatever, Australian tax law, whatever it is. I don't know. There's a whole, I can't be bothered reaching out to it, but there's a whole tax code, Australian tax code. You just need to read that and just go through the specific items and that as to what you can and can't claim. And then from there, you can, you know, find out the nitty gritties. That's the main thing.
His in-house accountant, her salary, $180,000 a year.
For who? The law firm?
For that, not the law firm, the company I'm talking about, the person I'm talking about, yeah.
Jesus Christ, they're sitting pretty.
Yeah, and like how he hired her, this is a story he told me, pretty interesting. So he initially put up a job listing on Seek for accountant, got 200 applicants. That's going to take impossible to go through 200 applicants. Hired a headhunting company. The headhunting company brought them 3 people. He printed out this A4 piece of paper, which showed like a company structure, probably his company structure. The first 2 accountants were like, man, that's so messy. Like I can make it easier and more simple for you. Like this is like super messy. Whoever's doing this, we can make it way more simple. The third person, which ended up being hired, saw it, spent a few minutes looking at it, and was like, damn, whoever set their company up like this is saving a lot of money on tax. And she got hired.
Bang, 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 bang. Jeez. And that's all, folks. That's all you need to know. You know your tax. I mean, I'm an accountant. Well, I'm an accountant by degree certification. However, I haven't really practiced tax, but yeah, there you go. If you know your tax, you can get hired no matter what. That's crazy. That's actually a crazy story. Holy shit.
He hired like the perfect person. No husband, no children, no like relationship, just straight book smart nerd accountant. Like,
and that's it. That's all you need to get done.
Dude, I was telling my sisters this story, and her first reaction was like, what the hell, 180 grand? Like, that's insane. And I forget that, like, that's like quite a lot for like a wage. Like, I forget 6 figures is still a lot. Like, 6 figures is sort of like the end goal for a lot of people. And I forget that like even 80 grand is quite a lot for people. But it's crazy inflation, or like the bar has like increased, or just like what really like gets me to be like, whoa.
Expectations.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. But like for an accountant, 180 is pretty damn good, depending on the title, the role, and the responsibilities, etc. But yeah, not bad at all. But I think we'll wrap it up there. Episode 43. Yeah, thank you so much for your time. Might not do it again during my work hours because it's a bit stressful, but thank you so much, appreciate it. But yeah, I'll let you wrap it up.
Thank you so much. Really appreciate you guys listening. Hopefully this was a better episode. Tried something different this episode. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Let us know. Give us feedback. Send me a message on Instagram. Send Krishn a message. I really want to hear your personal thoughts on the podcast. Thanks so much for listening. Peace, guys. Peace.